Hey guys, and welcome to the Expansive Journey. My name is Julie, and today I'm going to talk about shadow work and the cure to pain, which is in the pain that we feel. And as we start to awaken on the spiritual journey, we are sort of forced to face the pain. And the pain is sort of like beyond the layer of the everyday consciousness. So if we have an ego personality and we're living through that personality on a day-to-day basis, and as that starts to sort of shaken and it starts to crumble, then we will become aware of our pain. And that's when the true shadow work begins. And the thing is that the pain is shadow aspects. The emotional pain is what I'm talking about, not physical pain, even though those can be very related. And the emotions are the body, is the language of the body. Like the thoughts are the language, is the language of the mind. And our emotions actually tell us the truth about how our body reacts to certain situations and what energy is stored inside of our body. And as we are humans, we are part of a collective consciousness, and there's a collective pain body. And that pain is everything from anger and rage to shame and guilt, grief, helplessness, all the emotions that we try to defend and hide and reject, right? So, so the pain is sort of like aspects of the universe that has been rejected, and it's something that we have been denying and trying to avoid, that is now becoming more and more visible to us. And it becomes really uncomfortable until we can't really avoid it anymore. We are sort of forced to integrate it into our whole being. And it's actually aspects of source or the universe that is completely suppressed and denied and living sort of on the outside of consciousness. It's sort of like unconscious, ignorant beings, or ignorant consciousness, unconsciousness. Doesn't really matter what you call it, but it has not been integrated a part of the whole. So it's sort of rejected. It's been rejected by itself in a sense. So this is what we're doing as source, aspects of source. We're diving deep into the pain body, and we are picking up our lost pieces to and bring which is ultimately unconditional love, which will ultimately integrate it as a part of the whole. So the way we do shadow work is to go into the body. And there's always, usually, not always, but usually there's a story in the mind about the emotion. Someone or something happened, right? And it doesn't mean that it's not real, or that it doesn't matter, or that's something that we shouldn't deal with. It's just that when the story is very loaded with negative emotions, we're sort of not able to handle it in a rational way. So what we do is that we enter our bodies and we feel the emotion, we feel the pain, like physical sensations, because it's actually in our body. We can feel the emotions in our body. Usually I feel it anywhere from my throat all the way down to my stomach, usually. So they're stored on the inside, and we have to enter our bodies to start feeling our emotions. And that's why it's really great to do like body scanned meditations to enter, to sort of like ground ourselves and get the consciousness and awareness into the body. Because usually when we are traumatized or we feel a lot of emotional pain when we're children or teenagers or adults in general, we sort of move our consciousness out of the body because we don't want to feel, right? It's uncomfortable. So we try to avoid emotions. And people do this on the spiritual journey as well, because that's, we try to use spirituality to maybe feel better. And the truth about spirituality, or in my own journey, it's about finding truth. truth about what I am and what reality is. And emotions and painful emotions is actually a crucial part of that, and something that is almost like driving us to awaken. Because when life feels uncomfortable and we can't really ignore it, or we can't find any way to distract ourselves from that intrinsic pain, from living as a separate entity in this universe, that's when we start to question what am I and what is reality. And our emotions are a crucial part of that. Mm. So all the pain wants is to be seen for what it is. It wants acceptance and it wants unconditional love. So that's how we ultimately cure pain on a fundamental level, not on a distraction level, not on a temporary level, but on a permanent level, on a path to liberation. Is when we don't see pain as something that we want to push away or avoid, but something that we actually can hold like a little baby. Like shame or anger or grief is actually something that we can treat like a child. And that's when we bring the consciousness or the unconditional love of source to earth, or to the pain that we have. And yeah, that was what I wanted to bring to the video today. And as always, leave a comment below and like this video if it resonates. And you can book a call with me if you want to join my program, Awaken You. You can also check out my blog, where I put out a lot of articles about inspiring things that I'm working on. And until next time, much love and namaste.